Welcome back to a new video of Nimby Rails to everyone, and we are in a total overview of the network because I announced one thing, and today we have to do the rework of a few lines in the network, and I will show you why. I have the game on pause because I simulated a little bit to see how the new lines in Poland would change the outcome. With the new lines here in the eastern part in front of the Belarusian border, it did change the passenger flow and it improved, especially in the southern part. I think 48 or 24 hours earlier we had 900 people at the station. Now it's only 400, and when we go to weighted line stop, let me do it, weighted line stop. Nice, it shows me nothing. Good job, good job game. Thank you. Okay, we will check out that station later, but let's go to the assets, to the stations, and to contains total packs, total passengers. And one station is still outstanding, and that is not positive in this, at least in this sphere. A Kaunas station, the main station, with 1,000 people waiting. And I wouldn't be mad if it would be Berlin main station, Cologne main station, Köln main station, Hamburg, Munich, Leipzig, everything. Everything, it would be okay, even if it would be inside of the capital city of Poland, in Warsaw. Even then I wouldn't be mad if it's 1,000 people waiting, because that can happen in big cities. It will happen in big cities, but that's Kaunas. And we have 173 people waiting for the EuroCity to Riga. It'll arrive in 20 minutes. Let me just... It's this one. 1,000 seats, 200 people waiting. Fits perfectly. So, between Kaunas and Riga there's no need for more capacity. I mean, all the trains going up, going north, they are more or less empty. And the ones going south, they still have capacity. So, at least we can already conclude Riga to Kaunas doesn't need an upgrade yet. I say yet because that will change soon, but I won't get involved in that today. The second EuroCity everyone's waiting for is the one to Warsaw, the capital city. I might already see that number. It arrives in 18 minutes, so it's this train, not too far away. It has 800 seats. So we have more people waiting for the next train than the next train can take. Yes, not the best, but that is that's coming from the decision to use pendolinos instead of TGVs. I have them in double tractions. They are nearly 400 meters long and only carry 800 people. Somehow it feels a little bit like this mod is just not accurate, because I haven't checked the real numbers. But it's Nimby Rails, it's maybe only the seats. It's most likely only the seats. 800 people on 400 meters, it's 2 people for 1 meter of train. Like, in that mathematics it doesn't add up, it doesn't work. I would expect at least a little bit more, but I will try to make it work with these trains. So, the entire route from Warsaw via Białystok, Elk, Suwałki. No, it doesn't stop at Suwałki, I always forget. So, the train from Warsaw via Białystok and Elk to Kaunas needs an upgrade. It will be upgraded to 2 trains per hour. Very, very simple. And I have to rework the depots, because when I created the line I was a little bit lazy, let's say it like that. I did not use this depot. I mean, it isn't even existent, so I never used it. I will activate this depot. We will use the depot at Białystok as well. I mean, it's partially built, but there are no EuroCities slipping in here. That has to change. And currently all the EuroCities are stationed at Warszawa, at least at that depot. And they are also stationed at Palimonas in Kaunas, so in here. Which means they are only going into the night on the end of the line at Kaunas or Warsaw. That has to change, and therefore I think I'll just throw in the second train, so double the capacity on the line, and then we will see where the overtakes happen with the regional trains and how I can improve the tracks so that there is not a big issue with the line from Warsaw to Kaunas in terms of overtaking capacity. And then when we take a look at Białystok, there are a lot of people waiting for the regional train to Valdeli. That should not be a problem. There are a lot of people waiting for the train to Bielsko. That should also not be a problem. And train to Valdeli is big. Yeah, it's big enough. So there I don't see any issues. And then that's also not an issue. So we only have a big issue at Kaunas. It's the only line that needs to be reworked. So let me do a little bit of magic and I'll show you what the end result will look like. So I'm halfway through with everything. Just kidding, I'm at the start more or less. These are all the pendolinos that will run between the capital city of Poland and the capital city of Lithuania. Geography. It's not Latvia, Latvia is the one above. Of Lithuania. So all these trains, I have set up a base for them. It's 12 trains in total, so 6 will run on the Lithuanian schedule and 6 will run on the Polish schedule. And this is the base of how I create those kind of train lines. I give them a run. So for example here 520, 550 and 620. Those 3 trains will be parked at Kaunas, Palemonas depot. And then train number 4, for example 650, and 720 and 750. I know I can't park them at Kaunas, so there will be a chance that I will park them at Elk, 1 or 2 of them, and then also 1 or 2, depending on how many trains I park at Elk. I will also park at Bialystok. So the ones at Elk make their way to Kaunas, so that they are not waiting all the way to 7 AM and then go to the station, but that they already start their journey way earlier. And then the one from Bialystok, the same thing, so that they are not sleeping that much time and that they are spread apart along the line way more or way better than before. The same for the Polish side. Here the trains start at 4:20 in the morning, quite early, but I want them to be able to start very early in the morning to have the night traffic, let's say it like that, so that when you're coming from Berlin or Amsterdam, for example, in half a year or a year of this series, that the passengers can arrive at Warsaw in the late evening, and then they have an overnight stay of 1 or 2 hours, and then continue on to Warsaw. Yes, from Warsaw to Warsaw, of course. From Warsaw to Kaunas, you know what I mean. I'll finish the scheduling, and I'll be back in a second. It is a small jump into the future, at least for you. It's a big jump of time. I simulated a little bit more. I found a few places where I have had to install a new piece of train track to make passing a little bit more easy. One station, for example, is this one. It's now 3-track instead of 2-track to allow the train to stop down here, the regional train, and to let the EuroCity pass on its way to Bialystok. Here and there will be a few problems, but I think I'll make it a form of art to ignore that. For example, this here, we have the regional train and the EuroCity that is stuck behind it for ages, but the delay shouldn't be too bad when I go to assets. First of all, it's fixed. Kaunas is now station number 3 with 400 packs and not 1,000 packs, which is already a pleasant surprise. What isn't a surprise is this. We have 672 passengers waiting for a single line. What the hell? Yeah, so just a short check. How many people do we have? Or how many people can actually fit into the train? 480, everyone is not happy. I found a project for the next episode, or for between this and the next episode, to fix a line between this place down here and the main line. And once that is done, there will be one more station that doesn't show up as overfilled. I check this one, the line to Validity. It is 320 people waiting. I don't know why, but the train can easily take it, so if I just speed it up a little bit. Yeah, Kaunas is... No, it's moving around a lot. The stations are moving around a lot at the top. And with that, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one when we take care of Elk a little bit more. You can already see I have a new line set up, a new regional line for the rail bus. But there are 2 more lines that we need to do to actually finish Elk. And we will start to combat that in the next episode. Bye bye.